And we're back with Azariah. You pumped, Azariah?
Yes.
Azariah is so laid back, you guys. She's like the quietest of her friends. She's a really cool chick. Are you ready, Azariah? We're going to be working on ordering some of these decimals. We were talking about how you can think about money to help you with decimals last time on our last video, right? So now we're going to be thinking about money, and we're going to be ordering up these decimals. Are you ready?
Yes.
So on this strip of paper that I cut out, we're going to turn it into a number line. Give me a second. This is going to be funky, but I'm going to cut this part out later. Starting at 0, I'm going all the way to 2. And the reason why I stopped at 2 is when you look at these decimals that I have here, do you see any of them that are greater than 2? $2. It's close, but it's not greater. So all of them will fit on here, right? What's halfway between 0 and 2? Because I see my number line. This is like a halfway mark. So if this is $0 and this is $2, what do you think that halfway point represents? $1. So if I write $1, 1 and 0 hundredths, right? All right, I'm gonna let you work. I'm gonna record you as you think through this. I want you to think about it as money, okay? And I want you to place them on the number line where you think it's gonna go. And in fact, before we get started, I have another idea. Maybe this might be helpful. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna fold it again and again, so my number line's kind of folded into fourths. I'm gonna do another halfway mark. This and this. So, what is halfway between 0 and $1? What would be halfway right there? Half of $1. Not sure? Do you know what's half of 100? Hold up, I got you, girl. Hold on. Right, so this is 100, right? If I split it in half, and I'm gonna draw on it, even though I probably shouldn't. So I split that 100 in half. How much is on this side?
5.
5 what?
5/10.
5/10, right? Or you can think of it as 5/10 if you're doing less than 1. You're absolutely right. So how much money would that be? 5/10. Which coin fits into one whole 10 times?
A dime.
Dime. So if it's 5 dimes, how much is 5 dimes worth? 10, 20, 30, 40,
50.
So this is like 50 cents, and this is like 50 cents, right? So if I'm at 0 and I go up to $1, what's halfway to the dollar? How much would that be? 50 cents. Were you about to say 5/10?
No, I was gonna say $5.
$5, and then you changed your thinking. $5 would be way past $2, right? So we could say 50 cents, or we could say 5 what?
5/10.
5/10. Very good. Okay. So now, here's my dollar. Here's $2. What would be halfway between $1 and $2? To think about this one, I'm going to think about it a different way. Do you know how many quarters make $1?
4.
4 quarters. So let's use quarters this time to think about half. So if I have 4 quarters, give me half of those quarters. Split that in half. Yep. So what's half?
2.
2 quarters, right? How many cents is 2 quarters?
50. 50 cents.
50 cents. So if I have $1 and then I add half of $1 to it, that's $1.50. So this mark would be $1.50. Or if it's just a decimal, I can think of it as 1 and 5 what?
Tenths.
1 and 5 tenths. Okay, so now we set up our number line. You can use any of your money. You can use anything that you need to help you figure it out. If you have questions, ask me, but I'm gonna let you work, okay? Look at the ones that you have here and start putting them down where you think they might go. If you have questions, let me know, okay? Look at her thinking so hard. What do you want to put down first? Okay, what is that like in money?
25 cents.
So 25 cents. Look up here on the number line. Where do you think it might go? Use your benchmarks. Go.
Right here.
Okay, so put it there and we'll talk about it. So if we put it right with the 50 cents, that means that 25 cents is the same as 50 cents. Is that true?
No.
Is it less than or greater than?
Less than.
So which side should we put it on?
This
Yep, move it. And you know what? I'm going to actually put it about right in the middle here, because remember what you told me about quarters? 2 quarters makes 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
So if 2 quarters makes 50 cents, then halfway to the 50, half of 2 quarters is 1 quarter, which is 25 cents, right? So I think this 25 hundredths or 25 cents might fit right in the middle there. Do you agree? Cool. Which one do you want to do next? Pick up any one you want. Okay, put it where you think it might go.
Right here.
I agree. I agree. It would go close to there. Now listen, on that $1.50, if I added another quarter, that would be $1.75, and another quarter would get me up to $2, right? So I think between 50 and the next hole would be 75, like right in the middle, right there. Do you agree? Okay, awesome. Let's pick another one.
This
Okay. What would that be with money?
$1.25.
Where do you think it would go? I agree, right in the middle. Because if I took my 50 cents and I cut it in half, it would be 25 cents. Half of 50 is 25, right? So $1.25 would be halfway between $1 and $1.50. Excellent. Which one do you want to do next?
This one.
Okay. Where do you think?
Right here.
Okay, read that as money for me.
$1.05.
What place is the 5 in?
Tenths.
5 tenths. Which coin is worth 10 of them will make $1?
A dime.
Okay, so 5 dimes, what would that be worth?
5 cents.
Each dime is 10, so 5 tens makes how much? Remember when we did this?
5.
5 tenths would make, it's like 50 cents, right? So this,
50 cents.
I want to show you this because I think what you're thinking of, and I think that I can totally understand why you might think of that. So you might be thinking of this as here we go. Now that if I put this here, so this is like $1.05. Since this 5 is in the tenths place, it's like 5 dimes. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If I put a 0 here, you might even be able to see it a little bit better. If I put that 0 there, does it affect the value?
No.
Nope. So is this one, is that $1.05 or $1.50? Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Okay, which one is your next one?
This one.
Okay, where would that go?
Right here.
I agree, because it's more than $1, but it's less than $1.25, right? What's next? And I got to get you back to class.
This one.
Okay, what is that like with money?
75 cents.
Excellent. Where would it go? I agree. What's next?
This one.
And what would that be with money?
$1.33.
Okay, and I know you know how to say it like a decimal, so I don't mind you talking about it as money. Where would it go?
Here.
Yeah, right in the middle. It's greater than
1.25 hundredths.
but it's less than
1 and 5 cents.
yes. You did it. How do you feel?
Good.
You feel good? Does it help you to think about money when you're comparing and ordering your decimals?
Yes.
Remember that we always have to think about what place value the digit is in. If it is in front of the decimal, it's like whole numbers, that's like $1. And if it's right after the decimal, what place is that?
50 cents.
This place, what place values is it?
Tenths.
Tenths. And what coin can I think of when I'm thinking of tenths?
A dime.
Yep. And if the digit is in 2 places after the decimal, what place is that?
Hundreds.
And then what coin can I think of that fits into a whole 100 times?
Penny.
Penny. Do you think that thinking about money will help you as you continue to work with decimals?
Yes.
I think so too. High five. Anything else you want to say to the camera?
Bye.
Bye.